Okay, let's find out how much we can lay this. No, yeah. Okay, let's find out how much we can lay this. No, yeah. Sharing YouTube. Okay, let's find out how much we can lay this. No, yeah. Sharing YouTube. Okay, let's find out how much we can lay this. No, sharing. Sharing. So I'm showing 2 viewers, so I'm assuming one of them is you. So Diana, if it's you, send me a text. And if the kids are watching right now, keep in mind there's like a 7-second delay between when I talk and you receive it. But what my main concern is, one, that you can hear me right now clearly. And my second goal is, 2, you can hear this screen share audio, because I want to screen share several things. So I'm going to let it play for a couple of seconds.
Cece just texted me a smiley face.
So again, I'm going to wait for clarification and or for confirmation from you all right now before I continue speaking. And what I think I'll do is, let me just go ahead and call Diana really quick just to make sure. Okay, text. I'm watching. Oh, it's Dr. Ida. Well, if you're watching Dr. Ida, I'm listening to you. We're doing. I'm doing a presentation for Rio Hondo Gear Up. You could hear the video. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Doc. I'm doing a presentation right now for Rio Hondo Gear Up, but because they use an alternative program for their classroom stuff, I'm not able to speak to them directly. So we're trying to find a third-party way for me to reach and communicate with the kids right now during their meeting. And I guess I'm just waiting on a response to see, because what they were going to do is they were going to share face, or what's it called, screen share me on their platform so that the kids can hear and stuff. And then they would just leave a comment in the YouTube so that if they have questions and stuff like that, they can ask me through a YouTube link. So, but thank you for joining us, Doc. It's just a waiting game at this point. Okay.
To you guys. 2.
I'm here. Can
but you can't see.
I sent you the link, by the way, on YouTube. I got confirmation that you can hear me and the audio and all that stuff like that. So in case you wanted to share the YouTube. I think you can hear it. I can hear you, but unfortunately can't speak to you. I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me?
I can hear you just fine, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Because I can't seem to start my video for
that's fine. Are you able to share?
All right, so what I'm going to do is let me introduce you, Mr. John Vasquez.
Okay.
All right, gear up. All right, so welcome, guys. We are gear up, and we have I'll ask if you guys can mute your microphones.
Yeah, I hear a lot of background noise.
There you go. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So if you can mute your microphones, there was some sound, but thank you guys. All right. Thanks you guys for being here. I'm so excited. So this is Welcome to the Literacy Project. I am Diana Jean Zavala, and we have a special guest to talk to our group about the project literacy. So I did reach out to Mr. John Vasquez, and no, in fact, he reached out to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my camera with you guys so that he can talk to this group. I will ask, let me see, Leo, if you cannot hear, will you please let me know? Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and here we go. All right, Leo, okay, great. All right, so guys, this is Mr. John Vasquez.
Can you all see me?
John.
Can they see me? Okay, so I'm on YouTube already. Send me a text, and I'm gonna wait till maybe you get on, or screen sharing is working. So when you're screen sharing, Diana, when you're screen sharing, make sure you let me know either through text message or even on YouTube. You can leave a comment in the YouTube and I'll see it. But let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me, just so that from there I can, once you give me the thumbs up, I'll go ahead and get started. You're back, Dr. Ayla. Okay, I saw somebody log on, so I'm assuming it's you, Diana. So here's what I want. Give me a thumbs up when, through text message or through the comments or whatever, when the kids can see me and when they can hear me. And once they do that, I'm gonna go ahead and just start, because I don't wanna take up too much of y'all's time, okay? So give me a thumbs up through either text message or in the YouTube comments or something that the kids can hear me and see me. And I'll wait. And I'll repeat it just in case you didn't hear it, but give me a thumbs up somehow, either through text message or through the comment section on YouTube when the kids can hear me and see me. And I'll go ahead and start. Oh, looks like you logged off. I'm here. Yay. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay? And look, I'm going to show you something. I'm here. Look, there's Diana. Sorry, I just wanted to show that off. So really quick, I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay? If you need any other information or if the kids have a question, go ahead and write it in the comment section and I'll respond right away. I'm going to start off by introducing myself, the organization, and the plans that we have with you all coming up, hopefully, if everything goes well, and how we are going to get involved with you as Gear Up students. So first and foremost, my name is Jonathan Vasquez. I'm the Associate Director of, are you ready for this? The South Texas Literacy Coalition, okay? And so we're a nonprofit out of Edinburgh. Those of you who are not familiar with a nonprofit, it doesn't mean we're poor, it doesn't mean we don't have money. All it means is we're not like a traditional business. A business can make money, and the people at the top, the more money the business makes, the more money they make. It doesn't work that way for us. As a nonprofit, whatever money we make goes back towards the community and goes back towards effort in providing some free, sometimes reduced cost services that the community needs. And what we focus on is literacy, which is reading, writing, comprehension skills. And we also do financial literacy. We do college and career readiness. It seems like the students can't hear you. No, I was really hoping that they could hear me. I don't know what else we could do, Ms. Diana. I really wanted to communicate with them. Darn it. If you want to share the link with them, maybe for the next, if you want to text them the link or put it in the comments where they can open up that YouTube video, the stream, and maybe for the next 5-10 minutes, they can just watch the YouTube video of me. And when they're done, they can close it and go back to the meeting with you. I don't know if that's something that you would want to do. And if that's something that works, give me a thumbs up or a comment. But that's probably the best bet, is just share this link, the YouTube link. They can open it up in another window and listen live really quick. And at the same time, if they have a question, they can direct a question in that comment box as well. I think that might be the best way to go really quick. We got to work with what we got. Okay, that sounds good. Yay! Look, I'll show you your comments. Yay! I love technology when it works. Perfect. Share the link. And then I can actually see when the kids are logging on. It will show me how many people are viewing live. So if you know how many kids we're expecting that are in the group with you right now, type out that number for me. So as soon as I see that number on the top left corner that they're all there, I'll go ahead and get started right away. Maybe I should put on some background music just to get the, what do you call it? The mood going or something. Let me see what I can find. Fun music. I'm here, 7 students. Okay, I got 3 of them here so far. 3 people here so far. So I'll wait just a couple seconds when the students start to log on right now. So that, alrighty. I see 3 people on. That's OJ. I'm sure you meant okay. I got you. All right, thank you for being with us, Alyssa. Thank you. Okay, we're up to 5 people now. I'm gonna wait just a couple more seconds and we're gonna get started. So as you all see, if you leave a comment, I can see it. Look, I'm going to show off. Alyssa says, hi, everybody. Hi, Alyssa. So if you have a comment, leave it in the comment section and I can answer your comment. Okay, Mr. Campbell or Mrs. Campbell, I'm going to try and say your name, Hadasha. I'm not sure if that's it, but hopefully one day I'll get to meet you and you can tell me how to say your name. And then Ando's Custom and Cart. I'm pretty sure that's your business name, which is really nice to have you here. So, and then Vanessa's here as well. Thank you, Vanessa, for joining us. So I'm going to go get it started now because we've a lot of time has gone by and I'm pretty sure you all are just as anxious as I am to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start again. My name is Jonathan Vasquez. I'm the Associate Director for the South Texas Literacy Coalition. We are a nonprofit. So those of you not sure what a nonprofit is, doesn't mean we're poor, doesn't mean we don't have any money. All it means is we're not like a traditional business where the more money we make, the more money the people up top, can make. The more money we make, the more resources we're able to provide for free or at a reduced cost for our community. And these are often resources that are much needed. Sometimes a nonprofit will fund cancer research or provide funding for children that are cancer patients that don't have the monetary means to support the services that they need to treat the illness. We focus, however, on literacy, reading, writing, comprehension skills, which are the fundamental skills that you need when it comes to education. A lot of people know us for the book resources that we provide to the community. So every year we provide over 60,000 new free books to kids all over South Texas. And so we're always raising monies. We're always trying to find out creative ways to get those books out there. So the reason I'm here today, I'm really, really, really excited, is because Ms. Diana and I were talking about, you all, this Gear Up Kids coming into 9th grade and projects that she wants to work on with you. And we were talking about the different ways we can approach this projects and focus on skills you all need to develop as leaders, as future professionals, that will really, really go a long way right now. So I'm going to look at my notes really quick because I got so excited that I went blank. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for being patient while we were trying to figure out the technology stuff. I know it's weird and tough and frustrating at times, but we're going to work with what we got. And it seems like we're here. The majority of us are here. So I'm at least excited that I'm finally getting to communicate to you. And again, hopefully next time we meet, we have a better way of communicating where it's not as difficult and crazy. Okay. So as a nonprofit, again, we focus on different things, specific to literacy. We also do college and career readiness. We do financial literacy. And then we do like leadership building as well. We've been fortunate enough that our main volunteer source, the people who help us on a daily basis, have been students such as you all. Our biggest support system is actually from Edinburgh High School because they're right down the street from us. And every year we get dozens and dozens of kids to help us out from the high school with, helping get those books out to the community, helping us with different projects. And I'm really excited that now we have connected with you all to kind of do what we've been doing with, Edinburgh schools and kind of do projects similar with your area over in Rio Hondo. You all are a little bit away from us, but with technology, it makes it so much easier to communicate without having to traveling and all that stuff like that. So I'm really excited about whatever we're going to do. So one of the projects that we're really excited about and that we've done in the past, but we're really excited to partner up with you all is, again, the book initiative or the reading initiative, where you all as a young group find creative ways to engage elementary kids through reading and or writing. And so books go a long way. I'm not sure about you all, but when I was younger, having a book was not something that was very common in our household. It's not like we had a stack of books to read and have fun with and play with. I remember they would have that, I think it was Scholastic or something, where it was like after school, if you had money, you would go buy books. A big majority of our kids in my community just didn't have money to do that. So having a new book was something that was unheard of. And the moment we got it, it was like the greatest thing in the world. It was like, oh my gosh, it's like a new toy. It feels different. It smells different. It's a whole nother world. And so I'm 100% sure that there are so many kids in your community that have a similar situation. And so in this project, you're going to be able to not only meet the educational needs of the kids, but the resource needs, being able to provide these books to these kids in your community, which is really, really exciting. Now, I talk a million miles an hour. I often will lose my focus and train of thought because if I see a leaf moving in the wind, it's going to grab my attention. So I'm apologizing in advance. So one of the things that we're going to do and we're hoping to do with you all is, again, reach out to these kids in creative ways. I know one of the things that was mentioned by Ms. Diana was the idea of getting books and pre-recording stories, pre-recording, a book reading. And so I'm really excited about this because so true. I love small books. Yes, I know I'm surrounded by them every day, which is an amazing thing. I'm really excited and really passionate about this for several reasons, what we're doing. One, because of the leadership component. Two, because of the literacy component. A background about myself, if you all haven't met me yet or heard one of my presentations, education for me has always been tough. It has always been a battle. It took me 13 years to get my bachelor's degree. Very, very long time. Bachelor's degree, usually about 3 to 4 years. I could have had my doctorates by then. And in college, I took English 1301, which is like the very first English class you take in college. I took it 4 times and failed it, and finally passed it the 5th time around after like 11 years of trying to pass that class. And the same thing could be said for my high school and junior high. It was just an ongoing battle, always failing classes, never showing up to classes. I was never involved in any types of clubs, programs, or anything, just because that's the kind of kid I was. I wanted to get home at the end of the day, open up a bag of hot Cheetos, and we didn't have central air, so it was hot. So I'd get down into my undies, open up a bag of hot Cheetos, and play video games until it was time to go to bed. So I wasn't very involved, and so it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know what was going on. Not until like years later, till I was an adult, is when I kind of fell into my passion, which is working for the community. And so I'm really passionate about this project because it does 2 things. It helps develop young leaders, the youth, you all, 9th graders. It helps you all begin to develop that path of trying to figure out what you want to do with your lives, okay? A lot of people say, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what career I want, this and that. And it's understood, because to choose one thing to do with your life out of a million things, that's a hard decision, right? Especially if you've never had those experiences. So I always preach, it's okay to not know what to do with your lives, or it's okay to not know what you want to do as a career. But it's not okay, it is not okay to not start figuring it out. Meaning, if you were like me, eating hot Cheetos in your underwear while playing video games until it's time to go to bed and then wake up for school the next day, that's not cool, right? Because you're not creating a world of experiences for you to see what there is out there, and the types of jobs, the types of careers, and the things that are out there that will eventually open up this passion in you and make you want to do more with your lives and make you want to do more in your career. And so this is the first steps to getting to that. The fact that you're here right now listening to me on a YouTube stream, even though it is live, there's a delay, but the fact that you're here right now when you could be eating hot Cheetos in your underwear playing video games says a lot about who you are and what you want to start doing. So I commend you for being here. And so that's the first part. I want to develop and help in any way possible to develop those skills you need, whether it's how to talk to an audience, how to work on a team, how to manage projects, meaning not just, give orders and stuff like that, but how to manage your time, how to manage the workload, and how to manage your resources to make sure that whatever projects you're working on, whether it's for you or for the community, come together. And everything else that comes in between, the communication aspect of working on a team. All these things are very important, not just for right now, but for 7 years from now when you all are in college, and then maybe 9 years from now when you're transitioning into your professional career. These are the skills you need and need to be visible for you to be a very successful person in whatever you're doing. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to help you along the way with that. The second part is you all will be providing a most valued and really needed resource to our community. Because think about all those kids right now who are lacking resources, who need that extra help, that extra push when it comes to education. And what we're doing by this project, the reading project, is we're developing an environment where kids look at books as something fun, where they see books as something that is entertaining, that they enjoy doing, and that it's not seen as a task or as homework. Because the hardest part about getting a kid educated is them enjoying the process of education. If I can teach a kid, if we can get a kid to see these books and get them and open them up and start to read on their own for fun, and we can teach them and create an environment where they see reading as something fun and teach them to read for fun, everything education-wise for the rest of their lives is going to be easy peasy. It's going to be easy because it's no longer seen as a task, right? So I say this all the time when I'm talking to especially young boys, teenagers, guys. They're the hardest person to convince to read. I go, hey, how often do you play video games? Because most of these kids play video games, right? And they go, I get home and I'll play for like a couple of hours. I'm like, what about the weekends? They'll say, on a Saturday, I'll probably play like 5 hours straight. And I ask them, is that hard? Do you play video games for 5 hours and be like, oh my gosh, this is so exhausting? And they're like, no, it goes by really fast. I was like, okay, if I tell you to read a book that's 300 pages and I tell you to read for 5 hours, how's that going to feel? And they go, oh my gosh, no, that's exhausting. That's crazy. That's so boring, right? Well, if we can get kids to feel the way they do about video games when it comes to reading, that's a life changer right there. And that's what we're doing. And that's what we're going to create with whatever we're going to do. Now, there are several things that I'm going to teach you all and hopes to teach you all. One of them is storytelling. I've always had a hard time reading and writing, but storytelling was a whole other thing because you can read a book to somebody, but can you tell them a story? There's a difference, right? So I can read this word for word, monotone like a robot and not be very exciting, or I can add all kinds of expressions, eye movements, hand gestures, different noises and different voices, which is almost like acting when I'm telling a child a story that makes the story so much more engaging and they learn so much more from it, okay? And so it's a very, very important thing to be able to do because those of you who are in 9th grade, those of you who are planning on going off to college, guess what? When you're applying for schools, when you're applying for scholarships, when you're applying for all of these things, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be telling your story about your lives. And if it's not engaging, it's not exciting, if it doesn't show some sort of interest on the other end, it's not going to do as well as you want it to do. So these are skills that you're not only teaching these kids, but you are learning along the way, and we will be able to help you with, okay? And again, don't worry. Everything that we do is going to be as engaging as possible, is going to be as exciting as possible. The way I am right now talking to an invisible audience, imagine the way it's going to be when I'm actually seeing your faces and I'm able to communicate with you. It's going to be like 10 times more exciting. So I'm going to make it as entertaining as possible. Now, I like to explain the difference between, like I said, telling a story and reading and telling a story. And I'm going to use this as a brief little, what's it called? You know what I want? I'll wait till the day of. But at this point, one of the things we're going to do is that we're going to have leadership building. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. And again, I wish I could see your faces right now, because I think it would just make things a lot easier. Yes, of course. But at this point, do you all have any questions? Anything at all? You can type them in the comments. You can, if you're something as simple as my hair looks nice today or whatever, anything, comment. I'll wait for you all before I end this. And remember, there's 7 seconds. So by the time I'm done asking, there's 7 seconds before you see it. And then like however long it takes, there's 7 seconds before I see it. So. And again, there's like so much information that I'm missing that I should have written down when I was having that conversation with Deanna earlier that I'm probably leaving out right now. So Deanna, if you have any other talking points or any other things that you wanted me to describe, please type it in the comments so that I can remember. While we're waiting for any comments or any last final comment responses, one of the things I will tell you is, again, literacy is such an important thing. Like I said, we do focus on early childhood to make that environment because it's so important to reach kids at an early age. And you are going to be able to play a huge role in your community by doing this. And again, there's going to be all kinds of fun incentives in the way. The 47%, that's what I was going to go into. That's what I was going to go to. It's raining. Thank you for that comment. I'm very jealous of you all because it's clear skies here where I'm at. I feel really jealous. Okay. So the 47%. So one of these things that we always explain to everybody here in South Texas, the literacy rate here is at 53%. Okay. Meaning almost half the population here in South Texas struggles with either reading or writing skills. Okay. Now, what does this mean? Think about your tias and your tios and your cousins, your grandparents, people that have a hard time with English, have a hard time speaking it, have a hard time reading it. It affects every aspect of their life. I know with my family, they're always asking, oh, can you read this for me? Oh, what does this mean? What are they trying to say? Whether it's a prescription, like from the doctors, it's something important that you need to know, right? Whether it's going to the DMV and trying to apply for your license or for something, think about voting. Voting is a big thing right now where people are really into politics, a lot going on in politics. Imagine all the people that cannot vote in our community because they lack that understanding of reading and writing those skills, that because they're embarrassed, because they're unsure, they just don't do it. So again, it affects so many aspects of our life when it comes to not being able to read or write or truly use those comprehension skills that you need when you're reading and writing, okay? Another thing is the Gear Up book resources. So those of you who are here today, I'm really excited that you're here. As a thank you, we're going to be providing each one of you with 10 books. 10 books for you to have for your home library, brand new, never been used, don't worry, brand new books. And on top of that, we're going to be providing books for kids in your community. So let's say I get a book and you get the book, and what you're going to do is you're going to do the read along, and 50 to 100 other kids in your community are going to be able to have the exact same copy of that book and know that you were the person that read that book to them, okay? So it's going to be an amazing way to connect you to the people in your community. And it's also a way to connect these amazing resources to the people in your community as well. I'm trying to think what else. I'm drawing blank. And again, I wish you all were here to talk to me because I very much do not like talking to myself. I am a people person. So I'll wait for any last minute remarks. Alyssa, thank you for saying it's raining. Vanessa, anything from you? Mr. or Mrs. Campbell, anybody, anything from you all? I'm more than welcome or more than happy to hear. Oh, books for home library participants. And so I did mention that right now, that each one of you will have the 10 books to start you off your home library. On top of that, the kids in the community, let's say, like I said, they're all getting a book, but they're going to get more than one book. So they're going to be able to have the opportunity, just like you, to begin that home library, which is such a huge, resource for kids to have, especially nowadays, okay? Books for home library participants. Yep, that's it. And again, I should have written notes down, but I didn't write notes. And again, if there's any questions, anything left, if not, I'll leave it here. I'm going to give it about another 15 seconds. And after 15 seconds, I'll be gone. All right, y'all? So last minute remarks, last minute questions. And again, I wish I was there with you all in the little meeting thingy, but I appreciate y'all being here today. Okay? That's about it that I can think of. We will throw a few books in for younger siblings. Yeah, we can throw in books. This is Dr. Ida. She's joining us today. She's our CEO. She happens to be watching us as well. But we're going to, again, if you have siblings, we will be more than happy to provide books for your siblings as well, as a thank you to you for joining us. Okay, I'm going to try and say it. I'm going to try and say your name, okay? Correct me if you can, or give me a thumbs up. Hadasha? Is that how you pronounce it? Hadasha? I'm very bad at spelling. Vanessa, thank you, Vanessa. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Thank you all so much for having me today. Again, apologize for the circumstances. I'm just grateful that you were here, taking the time to be here. I very much hope that I can Thank you so much. Yay. Thank you so much for students and their families. No, thank you, Liliana. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Again, no, I got it wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, look, you and I are going to have to meet. You better show up to the workshop, and you're going to show me how to say it, okay? Promise me. Alyssa? Oh. And again, thank you all so much. Hope to see you all soon. And I'm very excited to work with you all in the near future. Please, please, please. Just by being here, like I said, you all are doing such an amazing job. You all don't realize it, but just by being here, you inspire people like me to want to do more and continue doing more. So again, thank you all. All righty. So again, thank you all. You have a good afternoon. Stay safe. Please don't eat hot Cheetos in your underwear for the rest of the day. Do something productive. All right. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye, everybody.